guys. I don't know if we're live. I don't. Oh, we are. Okay. Okay. I don't know where I'm going to put this because I'm going to be fighting with seeing comments. I'm fighting with the swag, y'all. I'm just saying. Because it's going to be a fight. It's like fighting a snake. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh, come back here. Okay. Let me check my volume. Oh, I turned that way up too high. Dip my lid in there. Great. All right, guys. What I need? Okay. How I make it. Okay. Sorry, I've been running up and down the stairs. I'm out of breath. Hey, LaDon. I did get part of it done. This is a 9. Excuse me. This is a 9-footer, I do believe. So I've got this 21-inch mesh I'm using. What her theme is, like a mermaid theme in her house. It's like turquoise and teals, and I made her this bow. Here's the other mesh we're gonna use, because it's like an ombre mermaidy looking mesh. Okay, so we're gonna use that, and then I've got these picks. Whoops, there goes everything. I'm going to use this pick. Let me zoom in here so you guys can kind of see what I'm showing you here. This is like, it's got shells in the blues, in the greens, a little starfish. And I couldn't find anything real mermaidy, so I thought I'd use this pick. Hey, Terry, how are you? Hey, Brandon. So I thought I'd use that because that's going to tie it all in together. And then I've got these iridescent teal, it's got a little green iridescence in there. These little things, just to add in for a splash of color. There's not a whole lot of choice for mermaid stuff, guys. So, but I showed her what I had. I let her pick it out, and this bow's driving me insane. I just texted her earlier. I was like, "Can I put this pop of green in here to tie it all in?" And it's this green. I just wanted a little pop of that on the front there, okay, to tie this all in. She said, "No, I think I'm going to stick with the silver." Whoops. I'm like, all right, then it's going to stick out like a sore thumb, but it's yours, not mine. So here's our center bow. Whoops, sorry. Here's what we're going to do for our center bow. I got to refluff it because I just had it under all my pile of mesh there and everything. But here's our center bow. It's just done in turquoise, and then it's got some of this iridescent ribbon with the greens and the shimmers and all the mermaid colors as well. But these are her colors, so I thought, well, it's yours, so I'll do what you want. Hey, I don't like it. So I need the little green, but not mine. So that's what we're going to use. So let's get going and finish this part off, because this one, we might go a little long on this one, but hey, whatever. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Miss Johnny. Did you get your ribbon? You probably didn't get your ribbon. I just sent it out 2 days ago, so. Or was it yesterday? I can't remember. I took it to work that day just in case. You said, yes, you needed it, so I could get it out right away for you. So what I'm doing is, like I said, these are a fight to make, you guys. You gotta have some room. I had to clear off my table, y'all. I'm still fighting. I'm still fighting the serpent. So what I did, okay, I don't know if you saw here, I don't know if you could see, this one, I'm going up and down with every other poof, okay, and I'm just pulling them out, you know, about 10 inches, okay, so up and down, I'm tying them into those ties, okay, we'll spread those out. Okay, and then we're just going to go finish this off. And what I do is I just keep pulling my mesh out, y'all. I just fold it. That's a little harder because you're fighting the, kind of pull that center section up a little bit. Okay, see how I'm doing? You just take that. So we went down on that one. I'm going to come up on this one. Okay? I'm going to come up on this one. Alright. This would be real pretty. She got a real pretty, she sent me a picture of her fireplace. Like a corner fireplace. That she bought. She bought a swag from me. These I don't like here. I'm going to pull this tighter. She had bought a swag from me, and then she ordered bows to match, and then, you know, last minute, Henry, you know, can you make me a garland? I'm like, yeah, I happen to, yeah, if I can find the stuff. So, luckily I found it, most of the stuff at the craft outlet, so, because as y'all know, our local stores are just about sold out. I'm like, hey, dog. Sorry if I missed anybody. Hey, Sean. Hey, Susan. So again, we're just pulling this out. This is 21-inch mesh. It's I don't know if this is a wide fold. I think it's kind of just a foil mesh. And this one's so full, y'all. I'm fighting with this garland here. Trying to work around my tines and stuff here. Just find that right spot. And again, we're just moving up and down, probably about 10-inch. And I'm going about right here. About 10, no, I'm not. Just lied to myself. Probably about 10-inch piece. Okay, like I said, up and down. I hope I got enough mesh cut, because my mesh cutter pooped out on me, and then I tried to put it back together, put it back wrong, and my blade actually split trying to cut this, so it was hard trying to cut it with a split split cutter wheel, and yeah, that's spread that out. I'm going to cut more of these today, guys, and I'll get a little bit funner stuff. Okay, this is what I like to call the annoying part. Okay. I don't know why some of this is fuller than others. It's a really nice swag, you know. Like somebody just had a baby. I don't. Oh, come back here. I got a message on my phone. My nephew his baby's due this month, so maybe he had his baby. I might have to check y'all that message. Goodness, this one's really tight down here at the end there. Alright, I'm not giving me a time here I like to tie into. There we go. And I think we got one more and we'll be good. Thank goodness, I'm tired of fighting with that stuff. That's why I did half of it first, y'all, so you didn't have to see my struggles. I think I got that one too far away. Dang it, Mommy. It's so full right here, it's confusing. You've never seen me frustrated. I'll go here. Okay. I'm going to pull that a little tighter through there. First I went too far, now I think I went too close. I'm over it. I am over it, guys, because once we get this other stuff in here, you won't see it anyway. Our bow's probably going to go right about there. I'm just really not liking how this is spreading on this end. Well, we're going to have to make it work. Alright, let's pull that out. Let's get this one in our last one. Actually, I'm going to cut it off right here, because I like to fold it under so it's a nice clean edge. And somebody must have had a baby. I'm going to check that, guys. I'm nosy. I got to check it out. So what I'll do is take this, make sure my edges are folded under, cut it long, way too long. Okay, I'm going to fold this under like this, and I'll recut that off. Probably should have, yeah, tie this in here, and I'm gonna go back and cut it the other end. Hold on. I'll make sure it matches. Oh, I can't even reach in. Ah! That one just kind of went into the center. It kind of went into the center with that one, so we're just gonna get these big ones out of here. And just go right into this center right here. And I'll show you how I cut that off at the end. I just like that clean edge at the end, not the frays and stuff. Okay, and then let's kind of spread that out. And plus, since it's a mermaid swag, it looks like a fishtail. I'm just saying. So since we cut this off a little long, I'm going to cut that off just a little short. Got the Okay, so just pull this out. Get that all situated out. Go back and spread these out a little bit. Okay, so we went up and down all around town. I'm on this long journey. Okay, see how it's like a snake and it's so stiff. It's not my friend right now. So I'm gonna move this out of my way. Get out of my way, doggies. Move that out of my way. Oh, and I also, what did I get? I was gonna use. Where's that greenery I was gonna use? It's the one I like, you guys know I like, so I'll probably use some of that. So I'm going to take, no I'm not, because Lord knows, we'll probably get something in the glue pot. So let me just check let me see if I got it on here. Okay. Let's see. Finally here. All right. So I have my nephew has a new baby. Yay. Olivia Jude. Isn't that pretty? It's Olivia. I have a granddaughter, Olivia, as well. But Dave's mom, my husband's mom, their grandma was named Jude. And we all called her Jude. So they decided to name her Olivia Jude. So, hey, Carolyn. Hey, Betty Jane. Sorry. Hey, Cece. Jennifer. Sorry if I missed anybody's comments. Hey, Nancy. All right. So what I did down here is I did on this one, I did like I was playing, guys. So I did this kind of ruffle. I'm gonna play with one of these real quick and see if that one is what I really, really have my heart set on doing. Since this is such a full garland, we might try this messy. Let's try this one. So what I'll do is I'll start down on this end right now. I'm not gonna switch it around, y'all. And I don't think we'll put a bow down here. We might put just a small something there. So I think what I'm gonna do is switch this up. I need to pull some of that greenery up out there. Okay, so I think we're going to go down here. Let's try this. I want to see what this ruffle will look like. Or decide which one I really want to use. Thinking I like that one, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go down, up on this. Okay, and these are cut at 24 inches, I think. So yeah, oh, yeah, they have their baby. That's so cool. Now Kyla has a new cousin. She has a new cousin or second cousin. I guess it's the second cousin. So that's exciting. This is my brother, or my husband's sister's boy. He's the same age as my son. Right, they were a few weeks apart. Okay, so we got that going. See how we're rotating kind of back and forth, up and down. Okay. So we'll get this in, and we'll stick some greenery in here. Get the bow. I have to figure out where the middle is here. What are you chewing on? Oh, okay, you got a toy. That's good. That's good, boy. Girl. Which one are you? Girl? That's a good girl. Okay, we're just doing this messy ruffle. It's a little harder with this wide pull to do that messy ruffle, but still makes it pretty ruffle. So again, we're going to go down here and try to stay away from those long needle pine ones that are mixed in here. Find a nice spot. Too close together so that we can tie those in there. So, is everybody done Christmas shopping? I started the other day. I just started. And well, that was on Amazon. I don't like those stores unless it's the Honda Lobby. Okay, see, isn't that looking mermaidy? I don't know if that's a word, but I hope I got enough of these, y'all. I like the end of the roll because it rolled nice. It rolled nicer. It does. I know. I love when new babies come in to the mix. I forget when she was due. I don't know if she was early or not. But that's cool. So I'll have to congratulate them when they get off here. That's their first one, so I'm sure they're super excited. I'm sure they're super excited. First one's always so exciting. Scary and exciting all at the same time. Alright, so I'm going to angle this over here because here we're getting into the snake part. It's starting to serpentine up on me. So if I knock over my camera or my it's a mermaid thing, Susan. It's a mermaid thing. She has like a mermaid thing going in her Christmas stuff. So she wanted that. So I'm doing the best I can to. Like I said, I just texted her. I said, that bow needs some green in it. No, I think I'll just stick with the blues and the silvers. I'm like, alrighty then, I'll do it. I'm not gonna like it, but I'll do it. But like I said, it's not mine. My bracelet stuff. It's not mine, it's hers, so whatever. Makes your mermaid smile. Yes, let's turn this around here. Okay. Woo! These are a beast to work with, y'all. Y'all ever have y'all done one of these? I'm missing comments probably. Y'all ever tried one of these? This is only the second one I ever made. Yeah. I made a really cool one last year. I had leopard poinsettias and blues and golds, and I had to make too much of the swags. And, Lordy. It turned out really cool. Alright, so now I'm going down. Again, like I said, we're going up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, all of them down. Just tie them nice and tight. Okay. Spread these out a little bit. Okay, that one's sitting. There we go. Alright. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall, please. This will be, I think this is going to be pretty. Now to pack it. Luckily, it's only going up North Ohio. But that's still always worries me when I ship stuff anywhere. I always worry about that. So I'll have to find the right. I was just at Lowe's tonight buying a box or something I got to ship out after this. Because I didn't have the right box. Should have bought another box. I should have bought two. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. Oh, do you like making them? I like making them, but I just, if I could do it like upstairs on the floor or something, I couldn't do it down here, y'all. That Berber carpet, can you imagine how that would stick? If I could do it up on hardwood floors and stuff like that, or I just had all kinds of room, I could just spread out on the floor and whatnot, then I wouldn't mind it quite as bad. I'm just going to type right here for a little bit of space. Now I can't find a tie I like. I'm going to have to use this one and pray it works. Pray we can get it tight enough. Sometimes you get in here and there's only two, like these long needle pine ones there to use, and I don't want to use those. Okay, oh, I got a couple more here. This one I might just take out. I should have an option. I'll just save that one. I wired tied that one, so oh, well, girl, I ain't sure how to do these, Michelle. I guess I'll figure it out, won't I? It's got to be very carefully. Very carefully. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. She's been very pleasant to work with, so I will definitely pack this nice. My suggestion and what I might do, I know it's not going real far, but anyway, I don't want it to be all jacked up. By the time it gets there, I may have to get some more, or I may just, I don't know. I really don't think they'd care if it was newspaper. It just looks a little weird, but hold on, I can't talk and walk at the same time now. Like I said, I would take some, or get some tissue paper and kind of stuff these right here, just to keep that. I know it's going to add, right? So yeah, I would probably stuff like a piece of tissue paper in every one of these. There's really nothing you could do with that, with the ruffles so much. And then I'd probably put it on the floor on here and see how I could somehow, you know, curl it up. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with it, guys. And when I figure it out, I'll let you know. But I would start with the tissue paper, probably in between the poops, just to keep them nice and pooped. And then I would also, and I always stuff my bows with tissue paper. You know, I rip up tissue paper and stuff my bows when I send my bows out. That way, when they pull them out of the box and stuff, you know, they might have a little fluffing to do with the tails and whatnot, but it should end up, when they pull it out of that box, it should end up looking about like it did when you sent it, okay? All right, so this is what I'm going to take out, because this is not the matching, that's not the matching ruffle. So yeah, I cut plenty of these, guys. I think I cut 14, so I guess 12. I said I'm going to cut 2 extra, and I didn't use them, so 12 ruffles is what we used. I seem to do this better when I look in the camera. I can see the center instead of trying to feel it. Well, maybe not. It don't look that much better. Maybe not. Well, lying to myself. Okay, so let's get this one right in here. All right, guys, the hard part's done. Now I just got to finish this other bow. I've got it already made. I just didn't tie it off because if she was going to add that green, then I would have to take it apart. So I didn't want to have to take it apart. Okay. Let me check what we did down here. Oh, I didn't trim that now. I didn't trim this end. Whoops. But again, see how that end piece just kind of looks like a fishtail, and it gives it a nice clean edge on the end. Let me look at this end down here. Sorry guys, I gotta go all the way to the other end here and see what we did. I can't decide what I want. I really don't want to ruffle. I really don't want to ruffle. I really don't want to put my bow here either. Let's see. And I also cut some curls up. I don't know if I'll add those or not. If I do, I'll add them later. They're silver little 10-inch curls. I was going to add in here. Dang it, Mom, I can't see. I can't see. Let's just see what this would look like. Let's unwrap our little tail here. Okay. And we're just going to stuff this back into that same spot. Okay, because we got 2 extras here, so if we want to use them, we can. Let's just see how they look. How that looks. Now, should have put it in like that. Twist that tine around there a little bit, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure what you guys think. Oh, I can't turn it even around. Hold on. Oh, please. Do you like the one? Let's see. Can you see that angle there? Do you like that one at the end? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll leave it in there for now. Let me go add one here at this end real quick. Well, this is awful mermaidy, I think, y'all. I don't know what you think, but I don't think we can get too much more mermaidier than that. So, I'll be right back, guys. Let me just get this one in here real quick. I don't want to bring it all the way back down there on the table. I'll put that one in. I'll do it this way. Ooh, my tines are as long on this one. This is going to be a rough one. Okay. Alright, so we got that in there. I might leave that in there. I might just... Holy crap, this thing's going to weigh 1,200 pounds. Luckily, I didn't give her a price yet. Alright, so here's our bow again, like I said. Okay, so let's... Oh, now I moved everything. I can't find nothing. I think I'm going to use a pipe cleaner. No, I lied. I think I'm going to use... this. Can I get a zip tie in there? Oh. God, I forgot to do that. No, I cannot. So we're going to use wire. We just made our choice up for us here. We'll just use some wire. That's alright. Okay. It might be better because this way, if she wants to move the bows or anything, she can move them, right? I'm just saying. Hey, I'm going to use this weaving needle. Okay. Make sure I'm not snagged on anything. I hope I can even get this in there. The first zip tie I got tight in a while. Now, I'll jack this bow The brand. Don't stab myself in the cuticle. There we go. Yeah, brand. Hello. Okay. All right, let me cut that off there. We'll straighten this up when we get it on there, guys, because we're going to jack it up all night. Moving it around. Okay, so I just twist it a few times. Okay, now I got to figure out where my center is, guys. How the heck am I going to do that? Let's see. Let's fold it in half. Get around here to do so. Let's see if I can do that. Sorry if I'm in your way, y'all. I want to make sure I get that. Ah, you son of a gun. See why these are a nightmare. Alright, so I'm gonna, there we go. Pull that right there. And right here in this poof is my perfect center. Okay. I'm gonna keep my hand right here so I know where that center is. Okay. We're gonna go right in through this poof. Right here with our wire. Okay, we'll probably be able to just go around it. Okay, we should just be able to go around it. I know, right, Carolyn? I'll tell you what I wish I had. I wish I had my big work table at work. My big roller table I make signs on all day. Oh, yeah. It's like 60 inches by 12 feet. Now there's a table. That's what I need. That's what I need. Absolutely. If I had that table, I'd be in heaven making these, I'll tell you. Alright, so I'm not going to, tie it too tight so it sinks in too bad. Okay, I'm just going to twist it a few times. And we're just going to, like I said, we're just going to throw these down here for now. We're not going to fluff it up too much because it's just going to get all jacky-walkied up. Okay. So here's our center bow going on in there. Okay. So now let's get figure out where the other, holy crap, this is a big one. I really don't want to ship this. Oh, goodness. All right, let me grab my ribbons and my bow maker. Let's see. Bring this over here. Jeez, Pete. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's what I tossed over there. Okay. I was like, oh my god, I lost stuff. Alright, so this time we're going to put our thing in. Like I said, we got the one bow made. I didn't put the top. Crap, I know that was right. That silver in. Oh, my dang garbage can. Oh, son of a gun. What do I do with the silver? I just had that stuff. Oh, man, so mad at myself. Oh, please. Let me find, I got another roll, hold on. I got another roll. Somewhere, I hope. I did now. Yep, I got one. I got one. I remember I bought 2 more rolls. Okay, so I'm not going to waste time looking for that one. We got a new roll. We're just going to open a new roll. I like this ribbon from the Hobby Lobby. I call it like the pleather. The pleather of ribbons. That's what it reminds me of. but it holds its shape really nice. So I really like it. So I think on that one we did a center loop. So we're just going to pinch that up about 3 inches. Okay. Twist that back. Just push this down in here. Okay. Hopefully it's about the same. Maybe I made that one a little longer. These don't have to be well. I don't do it the same. I'm gonna be mad. So we'll just cut them long. We'll just put that in there. This is a real pretty bow, but I'm just saying this bow just, to me, just stands out. It would not be my choices. If it were me, I would have added that green in there to match the rest of the green and everything, but like I said, it's not mine, not my choices. So that is their choice. Okay, if it's a custom, you want to make them happy. Do what they want. You can give them some suggestions, you know, like I did, and they can either take it or leave it. She left it. There's my pliers. That's all right. That's okay. Just hold your stack here. Mine always slips over. I'll make sure this one does not. Okay. Again, I forgot to put my wire in there, but I haven't pulled it all the way tight yet, so that should be okay. Let's get our wire in here. I'll probably just maybe do, I'm probably just going to do, I don't know, I hate to just do, I might just do half of this for you guys tonight, so I don't keep you on here so long. Otherwise, we're going to be on here for a while. So, because all we really have left is, I got one more bow for the other side. Oh, my needle. Yeah, I just have one more bow for the other side. And then we just have greenery and stuff to put in here. And then I gotta stay up all night thinking about how I want to shoot this. Oh my god. Yeah. Get in there. There we go. Ah! I always push too hard, then I end up pulling it right out the other side. Okay. Now we can pull that tighter. Okay. Twist and tie that a few times, okay? This is going to be really pretty, but I really think she's going to be disappointed that that green is not in that bow. I am. I'm designing it. But, like I said, I didn't pick the colors. She did. I mean, I picked them out when she told me her colors, and then I sent them to her and let her pick, you know, I gave her a choice. I said, this is what I found. And then I threw other stuff out that I had that I could possibly mix in. And she still chose these. And that's all right. These are the ones she wants. These are the ones she's going to get. Okay. Let's pull these frontwards. But all these are craft outlet, but the shiny silver and this triangular looking one. Those are the Hobby Lobby's ribbons. Okay. These are the Hobby Lobby's ribbons. I like the way this bow is kind of sank on me a little bit when I pull that tight, but It'll be all right once we get it on here. I'm just gonna fluff this out just a little bit. Then I'll put it on. I'm not gonna fluff it out all the way. Okay. Here's our second bow. Okay. That one. There we go. Alright, so now we cut that off. Alright. Did I not cut tail? Oh, I forgot to cut that tail. We're going to cut that one. Front one? No, we're going to cut that one. A little long, so I don't know where that one goes. Oh, that's the one underneath. Yeah, we want that long. So we want to curl that. So, alright, so let's get this one on. I'm not going to do the other bow tonight for you. We're going to concentrate on this half. Now, she said her fireplace, like I said, it was a corner one. And she said it, oh, thank you, Jack. Hey, Jackie, how are you? Well, thank you so much, y'all. Hey, Carolyn, or what'd you say? We always make it work. I do. Girl, I always make it work. So, like I said, her fireplace is 7 foot on a diagonal, which means, because she has a corner fireplace. So, I'm taking that as, it's 7 foot across. This is a 9 foot garland, so I'm going to have to come up about a foot, like up in here, okay? So yeah, I think I put this bow up on upside down, you know, because I'm making it upside down, so I'm going to have to turn that one around real quick. Or can I bend this? We just solved the problem. Hi. Yeah, we're just going to do that. So we're going to come up about a foot. So we're going to come up right into here and put this second bow on. Okay. I'm just going to poke through that mesh. Okay. This tail is not wanting to come down here. Stay down there. Okay. Let's get this through here and then we'll add some greenery and stuff on this on here. Okay, guys? And that should be where it starts to look kind of mermaidy and whatnot. Okay, I'm going to get that through there. Get that right through there. I want to use my needle again. I need to find my thicker wire. This is my thin wire. I do not like that. My hands don't like it. Hands do not like it at all. We're going with the needle, y'all. Too lazy to get it out of my hat. Alright, so let's stick that down in there. There we go. There's that. Okay. Alright, I'll just leave it. I hate using wire, guys. Just because my hands just don't like it. Where'd that song go? There it is. Yeah, my hands do not like it at all. My hands aren't liking a whole lot anymore. Arthritis. Good old Arthur. Okay. Get this before I tie it. Make sure. No rush. Don't go up there and start barking. Make sure I got it where I want it. Okay. There. Make sure it's turned the right way. Okay. See that one? Isn't that pretty? But see how it needs green? I'm telling you guys. I'm not. She should listen to me, but whatever. This is hers. She picked it out, so like I said, we'll straighten these out, curl those. Okay. Like I said, I stuff all my bows tissue paper when I send it, so that way if it does get a little smashed in the box, at least they know to pull that out, and it's not all just crinkled up. Okay, they have a heck of a lot better chance of fluffing that bow out than not. All right, so I'm just afraid this is going to go this end. Oh goodness! So we're gonna work on half. I'm gonna heck on it. Stay up there. Yeah. Hold on. Let me find something. Now we're gonna hope and pray to sweet baby Jesus that stays up here. Let's get some greenery in this bad boy. Okay. So like I said, I've got these picks here we're gonna use. Like I said, I may go and add some of these curls in here to the, but she's got all silvers and whatever. I may add like one of these in here to help tie in this silver that she's got going on. Let's put one in there. I think that's what I'm going to do, because if there's something bugging me with that bow, because it doesn't have that green in it, that I'm just having I'm on the struggle bus with. Okay? I just am. So if we add one of these in here, that might break. I'll have to redo that, but that might break that up. See what I'm saying? How that might break. Where is it? Right here. Can you see that? It might break up and tie that silver in just a little bit better. But anyway, we're using these. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use any long needle pine. What do I got over here? I got about six picks. So we use 3 per side. That's what I was kind of thinking. Okay, number on this one, if you want the number on this one, grab the craft outlet. It's a 266418. It's 18-inch coastal spray. And I like it because it's got all this. This is going to be, I'm going to get some more of this. It's got all this fun stuff in here that we can add in there. It's got the little shells. It's got some of that blue. It's got these little starfishes and stuff. Okay, put that on there. So I think we'll tear some of these starfishes off. Let's just tear this apart. Put the little pieces kind of over here. Concentrate on some of those. And then what I will do, if I need more greenery, I'll go to that one I love so much and add just a little bit of that. I'm just hoping we don't need a whole lot of this, guys. Okay. So we'll just put all that little stuff kind of over here. All right. So we got stars. Let's tear these off. Sorry, guys, I should have done this already. Then we'll see how many we have, a piece of each. Guys, stop. Okay. Add those little shells probably into the bow or something if we want to. And we got these that we can just kind of cut down. Let's tear one more of those down. Okay, so hopefully we can put like 2 stars here and maybe 1 down here since we'll have 3. Okay. It's a pretty nice pick. This would be great kept together too, y'all. For like a grapevine. That would be great. I really like this pick. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna order some more of those for summer. So much you can do with those. All right, so we got those. Let's break up a few of these here. These, I don't know why I thought these kind of look mermaidy. but they just kind of did to me. So I think I'm gonna keep them in the 3s instead of tearing this one off of this one. I think I'm gonna keep them into the 3s. This one, I think I'm just going to. I don't know if I can pick that off. Yeah, I can pick that off that pick. Okay, so let's see, we've got 3 bundles out of each pick. Let's see. Okay. Like I said, I've got 6 of these, so we could use 3 per side. I'm only going to break up 2 for now. Just because you have it doesn't mean you have to use it. Okay, so here we go. All right, so hopefully you can kind of see where we're at here. So like I said, what I think I want to do is we're going to add 2 stars. I think that one's in the wrong place here. That one should have been up here. And that one should have been down, but I screwed up, guys. I'm not redoing it. Yeah, I'm not redoing it. Don't let me down. Okay. All right, so let's put the lid. Oh, dang it! I have to glue my lid into my glue pot. There. Yeah, that's awesome. This is awesome. That's awesome. All right, so let's straighten that out just a little bit. Then we'll have to cut these down just a little bit if you want to. You could take this and wire it around that. I think I'm just gonna. I'm gonna cut it down. I think I might do a little hook. I don't know if you can see kind of there, like a little hook in there. Let's see if that's long enough. Let's do a little dry fitness here going on. I think we'll put one. Now I got the hook in there, I can't get it out. There we go. Well, see, lean back. There we go. So I think I put one right in. Oh, I just did it again. I'm gonna put one right in here. And then maybe one kind of right down in here, okay? And then, like I said, we'll kind of put one down in here. So let's get this one. I'm liking that right there. I'll pull that paper off there. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue right there. I think it'll come out, but I don't want to take any chances. Okay, and then I turned the glue down earlier. I'm going to turn that back up. So while that's gluing, let's peel this paper off here. Was everybody liking this project? I know, Betty Jane. I don't listen. I just sold yesterday or day before, I just sold this big centerpiece I did a couple years ago, and it's about that hot. And I'm like, dang it, Bobby. So I'll start watching how big I make stuff. Of course, I say that, and then I don't do it. Wouldn't be fun now, would it? Oh, thank you, Michelle. No, Susan, it's not. At all. Not at all. But at least it's only going to northern Ohio. Yeah, my glue's still not quite there yet. So I think in the meantime, we'll just pull some of this off. Sorry guys, I turned it down because I didn't want to burn stuff on here. Like I said, guys, if you don't have to use everything from the pick, just pick and choose what you want to use or use it all. If you can work it into your design, absolutely work it in there, okay? But I think we are going to definitely use, I love these, because those look real like sea oats or something. I don't know. Sea oats. Is there such a thing? Sea oats? Wild sea oats? Wild sea oats. Heck yeah. Alright, so this one we're going to go right in here. We're going to try to angle that into that. I felt that come through that greenery there. Okay? Let's kind of work it back and forth down into that greenery. Okay? And then we got this one we're going to stick in there. Sorry guys, this is going to be a long one tonight. I do apologize. But can you imagine if we, Lord, did the whole thing? Oh Lord, he does it so fast. But I can't do it. So I'm not even going to act like I can try to do it. Okay, so we'll hold that in there for just a second. Okay. All right, so we got our two starfishes on there. Okay, let's put our third one. Probably I'll angle it down in here so it hangs off this kind of down in here. No, that one's kind of down in there. Let's see, guys. Maybe we should put it. I'm thinking. Maybe we'll stick it down in. Stick it down in there. Let's just stick it down in there. Oops. I need to turn my glue up, but every time I turn it up, then it gets. I cannot find the right perfect glue temp ever. So this one I'm going to kind of angle in here so that it kind of comes out down here in our little ruffle. Okay, so now we can add some of this greenery in here. We've only got 3 of these, so I think we'll just do, like I said, maybe 3 up. Let's see, 3 up and through there. That's a problem. You only got 3. Like this one. We could cut it down. We're going to hold off on these guys because I want to think about that one. Because I might cut it down to get more pieces out of it. This one I'm probably not going to do that with. Maybe I could. Let's just kind of dry fit this one for now. Okay. Got all those. So let's kind of dry fit this one in here for now. We've got, I think I forget how many pieces I said I had of this one now. We're just going to dry fit these in and see that if this is what we want to do. Okay. Most of our focal point is going to be here in the front, so we're going to get these in there. Okay. Stick one down there. Where we got? Trying to keep tabs here. What do we got? 2 left. And we do have this other little stuff in here that we might can add. Okay. And we got one left. So we got one there, one there. We can always add one up in here, behind that bow. Okay, so we got all that going on here. So now we'll add a few of these in here. Like I said, I'm not going to glue this in right now, because I'm going to take a step back and a look-see, I think. These, I'm sure I like these, but I'm going to try it anyway. Don't like the way that one's angling. Kind of, why is that going there? Okay, so I'll put one, I'll probably stick one down in, I think we'll probably stick one down underneath here. If I can get up in there. See, now I don't, well, yeah, see, I only cut 2 down, didn't I? And I may cut these down a little bit, guys, so that they're not too obnoxious in here. Well, shoot, I can't see here. Fighting a ruffle there. Now, it's hard when you can't turn it around. There we go. There we go. Just gotta go in deeper. Oh, there's one. And that should do it on this. I might put one there. And I'll definitely put one. Garbage can in the way there. Up in there. Yeah, I might cut those down, guys, or I might not even use them. That's why I'm not gluing them in, because I'm gonna have to take a, well, hang this up on my wall and take a look, or toss it on the floor and have a look, see, because I can't tell what it looks like. I can't. And then I also thought that we might add some of this. I'm just gonna throw a few pieces in here, and I'll make a choice on that. It does make it, keeps it Christmassy. If you just add a few pieces of this, I don't know if I have enough. Hope so. If I don't, I'll have to break it down some a little bit. You know, I would just have to break it down a little bit. Okay. But yeah, I'm not sure about the blue things, guys. It's the blue in this wreath that's really bothered me anyway. So, but I think I do like this cedar that we can add in here. It's really hard making this upside down, y'all. I really do like the cedar in there. I do the rest of it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably send her a picture of this hat that I have done before I do anything else, and glue this stuff in. Because like I said, this is a custom, and I do want her to like it. So if there's something she doesn't like about it, you know, I don't want it. I don't want that to happen. Okay. Then we may go back and add a little something into the bow. I'm going to use a smaller piece here. Up in here. Yeah, I think I really like the cedar in here. And I think I will have enough. So that's awesome. So we'll stick this one up here in that bow. And then, like I said, I might go back and add some of these little doodads in there. I don't know, guys. But here's kind of where we're at on this mermaid swag. Okay. And maybe down here is where I'll add you know, some of the funness, but I probably won't. I'll probably add another little tiny bow, like a cheater bow or something down here on this end. But I do like how the cedar added. I'm going to add that cedar throughout there, and probably, I don't know, guys. What are you thinking on those blue tealish things? Like I said, I'm going to have to lay this flat so I can actually take a look at that and see if that's something I really want to do. Actually, I could put, I could put these down at the end underneath the bow. Or I could add these two now. I could add those to the bow. See, guys, I'm getting all kinds of ideas now. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm gonna probably go back and add the silver ruffles maybe to here to break that up. I'm not sure. Let's see how fun and easy this can be. You can just kind of do your thing and then have a little bit of fun with it, okay? Like I said, I'll probably just do this little cheater bow type thing. Kind of down here at the end with maybe a couple of the colors, and just see what happens. But this will take. These are fun. You can do them all year round. You can do spring winds and whatnot. But I hope you like this project. Oh shit! I don't know why it keeps. There we go. All right, guys. I will let you guys go. I will see you hopefully next week, and I'll talk to you later. Have a blessed rest.